What up, everybody? Talon Williams of Movement Radio here, and this is your Raw recap for the January 27th episode of Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. It literally just wrapped up, so I didn't have time to get all the pictures and stuff. That's why this Monday Night Raw logo is the background for this. Let's not waste time. Let's get straight into it. Before we get into the first segment, let me just say that I understand that in the new Raw Netflix era, they're giving the wrestlers more time to do things and say things. But my God, do the promos have to be 25 minutes long? Like, seriously? So the night starts out with Seth Rollins coming to the ring, welcoming the crowd of Monday Night Rollins and all that sort of stuff. Talk about how he's going to win the Royal Rumble and who is he going to pick? Is he going to pick Cody or is he going to pick? And then Gunther's music plays. Gunther comes out there. They have a little back and forth. And then Logan Paul makes his Monday Night Raw debut. And the crowd was so loud, like you couldn't even hear Logan Paul do his promo because it was so loud. And then Gunther was like, you know what? I changed my mind. I want you to win the Royal Rumble just because I want to embarrass you on the main stage. And then that was it, pretty much. Like they had a little tiff with each other and like all that for what? There was no, like, nobody threw a punch, nothing. Everybody just walked away. And I was like, golly, can one person throw a punch? After that, we got a backstage segment with CM Punk where Sami Zayn approaches him and said, did you really mean what you said last week when you said that I wasn't on your level? He's like, yeah. And Sami goes, you're right. I'm not on your level. I'm above your level. One of us is a WrestleMania main eventer and the other one isn't, And then afterwards, Sami walks away. Karrion Kross, who is not doing the thing with The Miz anymore, is now doing this thing with Sami Zayn, I guess, using dark manipulation to get Sami to see, his selfishness and things of that nature. I don't know. So yeah, that thing happened. But then the very next match, though, that's the War Raiders against Dirty Dom Mysterio and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day. They started off hot. The match was a really, really good match. There was a scary moment, and like almost at the very beginning of the match, where JD McDonough did an Asahi moonsault, but when he landed, his neck whiplashed onto the announcer's table, and I'm thinking, oh my God, like that was horrible to watch. I mean, he does have a big head, so I guess his forward momentum, that different story. Anyway, good match. Viking Raiders pick up the win. They retain the Raw Tag or the World Tag Team Championships. Overall, I thought it was a really good match. After that, they did a promo backstage with the New Day where Kathy Kelly basically Xavier's like, yeah, the hometown hero is back. It's like, oh, you mean Braun Breaker? No. Oh, Austin Theory? No. Cody Rhodes? No. He invited all of his family to the front row, had reserved seats and everything for him for his match against Rey Mysterio. And then we find out in the match that Zelina Vega is also leaving the LWO and moving over to SmackDown. So chances are she's probably going to be in line or contention for the Women's U.S. Championship. I don't know. We'll see what happens over there. Anyway, I thought Xavier Woods and Mysterio was a really, really good match. They did the whole deal at the end where his family does show up. Xavier Woods' family does show up. Then they take off the jackets and it says it's a New Day Sucks chant or a New Day Sucks t-shirt. I thought that was a really, really cool thing. He came in the ring. Mysterio gets the win. Good match. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. And then I'm still curious as to where this is going with the New Day. We'll see what happens. After that, they cut to a backstage promo with Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. Rollins asked him, hey, man, was that a mistake last week when you haluva kicked me in the face? Obviously, Sami said, yes, it was a mistake. He wasn't trying to hit Seth Rollins. He was trying to go after Drew. He said, hey, are we cool? And it's like, yeah, we're cool. So that was a little segment to kind of tie into something that's going to happen later on in the evening, but we will get to that when we get to that. And do you guys remember earlier in this video when I said that these promos are getting way too damn long? Listen, Jey Uso came out with Quavo from Amigos, and the crowd went absolutely crazy. Everybody was yeeting. The whole segment lasted about, I don't know, anywhere roughly between 9 to 10 minutes. And within that 9 to 10 minutes, he probably only spoke, I don't know, a few words, just saying he's going to the Royal Rumble. He's going to win the Royal Rumble. Then he's going to go after Gunther and he's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And pretty much that was the segment. The whole segment was basically crowd work Pretty much. And that's the one thing I will say about Jey Uso is that Jey Uso definitely has crowd control. I will give him that. However, I just wish his in-ring work was a little bit better. But I'm not knocking him. I mean, even some of the greatest weren't the best technicians. But we'll see what happens. Next segment was a backstage interview with the brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, saying that she's entering into the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble, to which she gets interrupted by American Made, to which Ivy Niles said she is going to be the first challenger for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And then American Made did some thing with what used to be the Alpha Academy. Now I don't even know what they're called anymore. I'm confused about that whole thing. They were doing a TikTok video in the locker room. I don't understand what that was about. Next matchup was the women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Naomi, against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. It was a good match. I thought it was a really, really good match. A lot of good stuff in it. I think, they're definitely moving Liv Morgan away from the Women's World Championship picture at this point, because I think they're going to be doing something else. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. But they do pick up the victory in this match, with interference from Dirty Dom Mysterio, of course. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez look like they're going to be next in line for the Women's Tag Team Championship. So we'll see what happens there. So after that match, it cuts to the backstage area where Kathy Kelly is interviewing Rhea Ripley, talking about her victory over Nia Jax at Saturday night's main event, where she was asked, who would you want to see win the Royal Rumble? And she said at the end, it doesn't matter. Somebody shut a door. But anyway, Bayley interrupts and says, it could be me. I won it last year. I could win it again this year. And, Rhea tells her good luck. And I honestly think that's probably the match that we're probably going to get. We're probably going to get Rhea Ripley versus Bayley for the World Women's Championship. But as Bayley was walking away, Io Sky went face to face with her, and she goes, I'll see you Saturday. Letting her know, like, hey, because I ain't gonna lie, we talked about it in previous episodes that Bayley versus Io Sky match from WrestleMania 40 was probably the best women's match of 2024. And I think it would be pretty cool to run it back, but we'll see what happens with this. So I don't know who's going to win the Royal Rumble on the women's side, to be honest. It looks like it's either going to be Bayley or Io Sky, but Royal Rumble predictions coming this week. After that segment, Paul Heyman comes to the ring and tells everybody that Roman Reigns is now the cover athlete for the WWE 2K25 video game. They unveiled the cover. The cover looks pretty dope, I think. Wonder how many, units they're going to sell this year. Hopefully a lot. But he was out there talking about how Roman's going to win the Royal Rumble. He got back his Ulafala. Now it's time to get back his championship, to which he was interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre basically went out there and said that he was the Bloodline's daddy or something along those lines. I don't know. That part of the segment I kind of tuned out. But he did say, you tell your boy that I'm going to beat his ass and throw his lifeless body over the top rope. And Paul's like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll tell Roman Reigns. And he's like, I ain't talking about Roman Reigns. I'm talking about CM Punk. Oh, so remember, Paul still owes Punk that favor. We got to remember that, which this whole segment led into Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. And they keep on bringing up the fact that Sami Zayn has lost 10 straight one-on-one matches against Drew McIntyre. We'll make that 11. I mean, the match was good. It was a passable match. It was no different than any of the other matches that they had. But yeah, after Drew picks up the win, he gets some more heat on Sammy, beating him down. Cody Rhodes comes to the ring. He does a little thing, hits him with the Cody Cutter. Then Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere, starts beating down on Cody. McIntyre gets back involved. McIntyre, literally, it was the same thing that they did last week with Seth Rollins. He had him in the corner. Here comes Sammy to save the day, and he haluva kicks Cody. Like, damn, bro, where's your accuracy with that haluva kick? McIntyre rolls out of the ring, and then Owens is like, okay, thank you, buddy. Like, now there's the seeds of despair getting involved here. But the last segment of the night was CM Punk in the ring with Cody Rhodes. They had this big promo off, and they're really, really building to, like, I honestly do not know who is going to win the Royal Rumble. Like, literally, it could be anybody. It could be Jey Uso. It could be John Cena. It could be Roman Reigns. It could be CM Punk. It could be Seth Rollins. Hell, it could be McIntyre. It could literally be anybody. I do think that the winner of the Rumble is going to be on the Raw side, though. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about Monday Night Raw tonight. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.